What up, bitches? We just got done with our first day of Dallas Comicon, technically called Fan Expo, but you know, it's Dallas Comicon.
Pretty much.
It's been a long day, but man, has it been fun. Okay, Quintin just got mad because I slapped his Batmobile.
You don't slap the Batmobile.
You don't slap the Bat. Yeah, he also got that signed by Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman from the animated series, and a bunch of other stuff.
Everything Batman.
Pretty much. If it's a non-live action Batman, he's the voice of it pretty much.
99% of the time, with the exception of The Dark Knight Returns, which is where the guy who played RoboCop voiced him.
Wait, what?
Yep.
So RoboCop is Batman now.
RoboCop was Batman for a period of time.
That is awesome. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's the card. I'm not going to call him about the Harley Quinn stuff. Yeah, most of the time we spent today was just shopping and then waiting in lines, really.
Pretty much.
That's really all it's been. And right now we're trying to get out of parking in Dallas. And there's a car fat-assing the gate. That's fun.
Yeah, it's taking a long time.
He is. And Quintin's looking at navigation so we can get back home.
Yeah.
Got anything to say, Quintin? Because I am exhausted.
I thought today was good. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of pop figures, so I have a problem. We're going to pause the thing real quick while I pay for the gate. And we're done with that.
Okay.
That was quick. I almost screwed up the whole cast, but whatever. We're only a minute in.
And we almost got chomped by the thingy that closes.
Gate. Yeah, we almost got eated.
Okay, so you want to go take a... that way.
Take it that way? Okay.
Yes, take it that way.
And take it that way.
For those listening, I don't know directions severely. I can't differentiate my right and my left.
I just take a that way?
There, but not on this one, next street.
Okay, cool. So that gives me time to actually get over. But yeah, today I said I was going to save money, and I didn't.
No, see, here's the thing is, you did save money at the beginning.
Yeah. And then I just...
It's this one, you have to take a left.
And I fucking splurged on Harley Quinn pop figures because I am a weak man. I am a weak man with a weakness for Harley Quinn. Because I don't know what else to say about that. It was
truly beautiful to watch you, because you started off and you're like, yeah, man, I'm being frugal. And then you saw one figure for $40 and you're like, I need it.
Well, because it's rare. It's a pink Harley Quinn. And I'm like, yes, I've been looking for it forever. And then I found it. I'm like, yes. Yeah. And then there was one they had that was a glow-in-the-dark one, which is fundamentally identical to one I already have, but it glows in the dark, so I need it.
Of course.
So now I need to find the metallic one, if there is one. I'm not really actually sure. Pretty sure there's
I don't think there is.
Okay, well, either way, I'll find it. Either way, I'll find it. I'll make
Even
one.
if it doesn't exist.
Yeah. And then that means the only one I don't have left now is a Squid Squad Harley Quinn before she becomes Harley Quinn. So Dr. Harleen Quinzel,
yeah,
which is actually a pretty cool looking one because it's
like come out yet.
Yeah, well, it's a Walmart exclusive
too.
But
it hasn't come out.
It hasn't come out yet.
No.
Okay, good. I didn't worry about it right yet.
That's right now.
Yeah. Then I also picked up a GameStop exclusive at the convention because apparently GameStop was kind of sort of there. With
no, ThinkGeek was there.
Yeah, but I mean they had it. Yeah. So
GameStop was there last year.
Oh, okay. But I mean I ran into a GameStop employee that I know there, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, well, yeah, with that, I really only have either one or two figures left until I have all of them.
For me, well, for now.
Yeah, for now.
For me, I'm just satisfied that I didn't see one of my students.
For once?
For once. Because I did see one last year. Last year, I saw one of my students. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But, what was it? If I'm correct, yeah. Today I was just focused on trying to get Star Trek stuff to get signed by Shatner, and then Shatner wasn't doing autographs, so now I'm just kind of pissed at him.
Yeah.
But
kind of cements his jackhole reputation.
Especially considering he was actually at Houston Comicon last weekend when I went, but I didn't get his autograph.
You were just waiting for...
Because I thought he was going to be doing signing stuff here.
I guess not.
And I wasn't into Star Trek at the time.
Yeah, and then that turned like a whole day, so...
Yeah.
Because you have nerd problems.
I've accomplished myself.
You have an addiction to addictions.
Pretty much.
That's a problem.
It's a very bad addiction to have.
Yeah,
and then I'm trying to look for Frank Miller stuff, but I can't fucking find it anywhere.
Yeah, so that's why we're gonna go to the comic book store.
Bitch. But yeah, I'm happy that I got that Batman pop figure that I got.
Yeah, the
want to turn that way?
Well, shit. Let's see if I can cut in front of this dude.
You can probably...
No, just have to wait until it actually starts moving.
Yeah. Don't hit me. And I don't want to die.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to die.
Okay, good. Yeah. But yeah, it was the whole thing was pretty good. I'm happy that we went both days.
Oh, I don't get on here. I wait till.
No, you. Yeah,
because it says turn there, but there's also a thing right here that actually lets me get on the highway.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, yeah. That's what I figured it was. I'd probably rather get on the freeway than anything. Now I just gotta wait. But yeah, it was a pretty laid back day, might I say.
Tomorrow is gonna be a lot more with cosplay and such.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm gonna do the Waluigi cosplay tomorrow.
I am honestly so excited for that.
That is gonna be a
beautiful
fun time.
It's gonna be.
I'm going to
Wait,
be
hold
hot
on.
as shit.
What day are you gonna get this stuff signed by that voice actor? Because
okay, well, it's not gonna be tomorrow now.
Huh?
It's definitely going to be Sunday.
No, you gotta do it tomorrow.
God.
You gotta walk up and she's gonna be like, what name do you want me to put on there? Wah!
I want Waluigi, damn it.
Exactly.
Purple is the character you play in the show.
Oh, man.
For those who don't know, we're gonna try to do a panty and stocking review alongside this quote-unquote review.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's gonna be fun. But it's I'm gonna be meeting the voice actor for a character in that show, and yeah, and I'm super hyped. But god damn it, I'm not going tomorrow.
You need to, because I'm gonna meet George Takei tomorrow.
Yeah, but he'll enjoy you being shirtless.
Oh my god, you're right. Because I have muscles now, and he is the.
I swear to God, if he doesn't say
"Oh
my,"
when 75 North over there.
Well, I'm gonna try not to be creamed by this truck first.
That's the same truck that almost creamed us earlier.
Yep.
Get it? But shit.
Okay, we made it.
Okay.
Barely.
But yeah, and I'm actually really excited to meet Takei.
And it's in bikini, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I swear to God, if he doesn't say "oh my" when he first sees you, I'm gonna
ask him to say that. Do you want to line up with me in Takei?
Yeah.
It's Takei.
I'd be okay with it. I don't even know him from Star Trek that much, but I like him.
Yeah, everyone likes him. He's awesome. He's the best person that came out of Star Trek and became a public figure, with the exception of Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy was cool, but he dead.
He sad face.
He's super dead.
Also, let me add, I'm happy that we finally got a picture with Stan Lee.
Yes. It was so surreal, like seeing him in person.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he actually exists.
Yeah.
Now we got one before he's dead.
Yeah, and what's really two things about that. Number one is next week he's actually flying somewhere to do 3 or 4 Marvel cameos, because they're like, we need to film these in advance now.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't know what movies they're for, but he's just
gonna be there.
And then 2 is for what is it? Oh, my dad wanted me to get the Stan Lee signatures today, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna do it on Sunday just because I have more time then.
Yeah, it's true, because we're not gonna be doing Jack on Sunday.
And he's like, what if he dies between then and now? And I'm like, that is a real possibility, but I'm gonna take a chance.
Hey, if he dies on Sunday, you'll have the last signature before he died.
That's what I was thinking.
It'll be super valuable.
Exactly.
They have eyewitnesses.
Exactly.
But, yeah, there's that. And honestly, most of my shopping today was just for general Harley Quinn stuff, which I got some cool issues. I got some more of the hip-hop variant covers, which I am a hoarder of now.
Yeah.
I don't quite know why. I don't even know what they're referencing, but I like them.
I'd just like to point out, you're going to meet Frank Miller dressed up as Waluigi tomorrow.
Damn it. Whatever. He's probably seen weirder shit.
Yeah? There's a high likelihood of that.
Yeah, he's probably seen some real weird shit, so that won't faze him. But I'll also be wearing a saxophone. So, wow, that car was going real fast. You know what also was going real fast? That ass when we went to go see the concert.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Ass Gordon.
Oh, man. When we were going to see Eagles of Death Metal 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. We were driving down the highway, and as we were driving, this guy on a motorcycle just vroom speeds past us, and we look at him for a minute. His shirt has flown up his back, and it's just his ass crack hanging out in front of us, and he is going so fast.
Like, we were going 70. I think he was going like 90 or 100.
It was so funny.
We were just fucking dying. We were both quiet for a second before we just saw it. We're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, but most of my shopping today was for that, and then I was trying to find a certain Harley Quinn figure. It was by Play Kai Arts. But we have the guys who do, they just do like a bunch of different figures, but they do it in like a Final Fantasy-ish style.
Yeah.
If you have any of that, like super anime-ish. I wasn't able to find it. The only one I was able to find by them was one in the style of Arkham Knight, but whatever. I already have a pop figure of that, so I don't really care. So now I'm in a toss-up between a Spartan-style Batman, which is awesome, and like a Wild West cowboy Batman, which is cool, or a Batgirl, which surprisingly has inflated boobies. And I'm not getting it because of that. I'm just saying it's weird because generally Batgirl doesn't have the big old boobies. She tends to either be like medium or subdued, unlike Power Girl, which goddamn she can knock out a planet with those moons. Yeah, she has a cleavage window.
It is. That is exactly what
which is great because she's yeah. But yeah, beyond that, my day has been laid back, mainly just following Quintin around, watching him do shit.
Yeah, well, at the beginning, I was following you.
Wasn't it? No, I was definitely following you.
I was on a mission for you. I was looking around for your items of
really
Harley Quinn nature. But yeah.
Either way, I'm definitely getting that Batgirl one though, because like the Spartan Batman one's like double the price of the Batgirl. The box art for the Cowboy Batman looks cool, but like the figure itself looks just kind of weird. Yeah. So Batgirl it is. Plus she's like one of my favorite DC characters in general. So, boom.
Oh man. Also, I'd just like to add that I put on my wristband way too tight.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that by Sunday, because I can't take this off until Sunday night when we're done. Yeah. But by Sunday night, I'm screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna have to amputate my hand
just to get it off. Yeah, unless my parents do something about it. But yeah,
I think there may be a way I can test to see if something works. Maybe not. But we're gonna find out when we get to your house.
Yeah. And anyway, you just want to talk about that Eagles of Death Metal concert?
No, because we're kind of focusing this on Comic-Con, or at least I'm trying to where we can stay on one topic for once.
No.
But yeah, I thought today was good. Tomorrow will be better, I think, because
we're doing a lot more like panels. Today was just shopping.
I'm going to be shirtless too, and I enjoy doing that.
Quintin and I are having a little contest to see who gets the most pictures taken of them, and Quintin's going as Bruce Lee.
Well, let's put out both. So I'm going as Bruce Lee, and he's going as Waluigi on the first day.
Yep.
On the second day, I am going as the Dayman from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he is going as Steven Universe.
Complete with ukulele.
From Steven Universe. So
yes. What a surprise. No, Steven Universe from Spaceballs. Pokemons, yes. He's got to catch them all. Not catch them all, just catch them all.
But man, this is going to be good. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. So, what is lined up for tomorrow? We have like Frank Miller.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that I was getting back.
Frank Miller. We have the Dragon Ball Z Mega Panel.
We have to see Jay and Silent Bob. This isn't exactly
that's Sunday.
That's Sunday. Never mind that.
And then we have the DXD Duel.
Oh God.
Which I'm just excited for because of the name.
Yeah, well, for those of you who don't know, High School DxD
the best anime ever.
In Quintin's opinion. I haven't really
Once you watch it, you'll realize it is.
Nothing will top Penny and Stocking for me. That is God tier.
Once you watch it, you'll realize it is.
It's God tier. Anyway, it's like a weird, I think, this is like from a dude who's never seen it. It's like about demons in high school. And
yes.
It's like lots of boobies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lots of boobies. And I mean, lots of titties.
Yes.
Something that would make my grandpa proud. Except they're not three-dimensional and real. He'd be like, Brett, why are you...
Well, that's debatable. There are mouse pads.
That is true. Which I actually need to get, not one of those mouse pads. I need to get a mouse pad with like the cushion on the wrist.
You're going to get one with ass on it, aren't you?
Yeah. No.
Yes, you are.
God damn, it's going to be Tracer. God damn it.
Oh, man. It's beautiful. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, it's been a real good day at Comic-Con, but I am
And I'm so happy because I actually haven't spent that much money yet.
I've spent a lot of money.
Because I just got the autograph.
Which was like $20.
No, that was 40.
That was 40.
The autograph was 40. I got that one $20 figure. I got a pop figure, and then I got 2 pop figures from you.
Yeah, which were like $20.
And I think that maybe
the reason why we bought that together is because they had like a 3 for $30 sale.
And I think that may be it. That's all I got, I think.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Compared to you.
Compared to me. Yeah. But oh well.
Yeah.
It be what it be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's been in there all day.
We're ending episode 1 with that.
All right, and like I said, I'll compile these into a mega episode. Maybe. It depends on how we're feeling.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to upload this tonight, so I'll probably just compile it in a mega episode. Either way, we'll see you guys.
Day 1.
Day 1 done. We'll see you guys in day 2, whatever that is. Is it a separate episode or is it part of a mega episode?
Word.
Peace.
Very careful when I sit down today.
Yeah, you don't want to bend your George Takei picture there.
That's not what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
But it is.
Welcome back to the second part of our 3-day Comicon cast, or Comicast.
Is that what we're calling it?
No.
Okay.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it is. That's what I was going to say.
That's like, real stupid.
I was like, that is a horrible name for what we're doing.
This long sleeve shirt's killing me.
I am shirtless.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As George Takei so kindly pointed out. Well, we'll get to that. So today we just kind of, I kind of lazed around while Quintin did
everything.
Did pretty much everything. He waited in lines for a long time today.
I waited in like 4 lines, I think.
So today started out with Quintin like, hey, I'm going to go see Frank Miller.
Okay, here,
you explain that.
Yeah, I'll explain it. So when the Comic-Con got announced, Frank Miller, who for those of you who don't know, is one of the most critically acclaimed writers in...
Critically acclaimed and critically shamed sometimes, too.
Yeah, that's true. But he basically made Batman into the dark Batman that he is today. If it wasn't for him, we would have Happy Batman, yes.
It's slight interruption. Can you pull up on the GPS?
Yeah, I need to find my phone.
We lost this shit. Did you leave it on the roof?
Oh, pull it out, okay. So, Frank Miller is like the comic god of Batman in some cases, but in some cases not. And they had a lottery when it was announced that he's going to come, where it was like, okay, everyone can enter this, but only 30 people get to win, and you're going to have to... and if you win, you get 3 signatures from everyone on this team writing a comic with Frank Miller right now, and you get to meet Frank Miller and get like all this exclusive stuff. And I'm like, okay. And my dad told me about it, and he's like, hey, maybe we should enter. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to enter. I doubt I'll ever win. My dad entered, and he won. So, and
his dad didn't want to come, so since Quintin was going anyway, he was like, hey, can you do this? Which, obviously, you would oblige, because you got to meet Frank Miller and get a shit ton of signatures. Run, Jackson. Oh, now we're on Commerce, because I'm crossing here. I'm not about to turn.
Okay, the GPS is confused as to where we are.
Give it a moment. It needs to think. It's like us. It needs its time.
Well, so yeah, I got to meet Frank Miller and Brian Azzarello, and also of which on Brian Azzarello. For those of you that don't know, he is one of the best writers ever. He actually wrote the first Batman story I ever read.
Really? What was that one?
Yes, Broken City.
I don't think I've ever.
Have
I read that one?
No, it was either right before or right after Hush. You need to take a left, not at this street, but the next one.
Okay, so I'll get over.
But so I got to meet all of them, and it was a surreal experience. I kid you not, when I was sitting in the panel, and I was like 10, 20 feet away from Frank Miller, I was legitimately shaking, because I was so excited.
The man's a legend. Love him or hate him, he's a legend.
He is. I love his writing, even though some of it's not exactly amazing. Yeah. But, yeah, and that, just meeting him and the whole group was just a surreal experience. It was amazing. Yeah.
And when you end up getting signed by him? This lithograph.
I got a lithograph signed, which is a fancy poster.
And future Brett, take pictures of these things and put them up on screen, because you guys need to see this.
Yes. But so I got poster signed, and then I got 2 comic books, one for my dad because my dad bought the ticket, and one for me because I won it. Well, my dad didn't buy the ticket. He won the raffle, but then I bought the ticket.
The thing with this raffle is you win the opportunity to buy it. Pretty much.
Yeah, you don't automatically win it, but
yeah,
so I bought that, and that was good.
I mean, how can you pass it up?
Yeah, there's no way you can pass it up. So then after I did that, after the whole Frank Miller panel and all that kind of stuff, what happened then? Oh, that was when I came back out to you, and I was like, what do you want to do? and you were like...
Yeah, at that point, during Quintin at the Frank Miller thing, I was running around just looking at stuff again, doing some shopping, and I believe during this interim, I bought the Batgirl figure that I was talking about yesterday, that Quintin keeps going about, the ample bosom, which she
You're
does.
The one who brought it up.
Yeah, what, we never did?
You're the one who brought it up.
Well, I brought it up, but you're the one who keeps harping on it all day.
You're the one. That's because you're the one who said it, and you have a problem with it. Therefore, I must bring it up.
I don't have a problem with it. It's just, it's weird and like kind of out of character, but the design's so good overall that I don't care. It's cool. But so I was bought that because I thought about it overnight. It's like, yeah, that one's the cheapest one, and it's also the one that I'm getting like the most enjoyment out of my dollar for.
Yeah.
So because they didn't have the Harley Quinn one that was in the kind of same style, which was disappointing because I wanted to buy that last convention. It was even the same price. It was like $80. But
yeah.
But I got that, and then I was also shopping around, and I believe I got some stuff signed. I got the I got 2 of the voice actresses from Panty and Stocking to sign my Blu-ray set, which I was happy for. And depending on when Future Brett releases these, I'll either release the Panty and Stocking review alongside this, like immediately same day, or maybe like the day after. Depends on how Future Brett's feeling. Because right now he's tired as shit. Or current Brett is. There's all that, and that's really all I did. After that, I just kind of blazed around. I was Waluigi for a while until the overall started chafing my nipples, and I was like, no, I'm not enjoying this. So I changed to a casual Wah for like the last half of the day with just shirt tucking the jeans.
So after the Frank Miller thing here, you need to get on that.
Yeah, the 35 North?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so yeah, after all of that happened, after the panel and talking to Frank Miller and all that kind of stuff, I then came back to you and I was like, okay, so I got a bunch of autographs I need to get. You want to go wait? You want to go look around some or wait for them? And you're like, sure. So that's what we ended up doing, is we ended up walking around a little bit, looking at some comics, figures, that kind of stuff. And then I remembered that I wanted George Takei's autograph, and then talking to who is now a listener of this podcast.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, my old private lesson teacher, Mr. Duhan, I decided that, or I texted him asking him if he wanted a autograph from Peter Capaldi, the guy who's,
he couldn't make it for various reasons.
The guy who's playing the Doctor Who's right now, and he was like, yeah, absolutely, get that for me. So Brett waited in that line.
Yep, which surprisingly wasn't that bad of a wait.
Well, actually, no, I waited in Takei with you.
Yeah, for a bit, because what they did for the Capaldi line is, because he was such a popular amount. This one? Over here?
No, it's going to be next one.
Next one, okay, so get over is what you're trying to say.
429D.
429D.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting over. But yeah, because he was such a popular person there, they actually had people buy tickets for time slots, really. So basically, like, I bought that for a time slot. It was like still about 45 minutes away, so I hung out with Quintin with the Takei line.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, both lines were pretty short. Like, yeah, I was waiting, but I wasn't waiting in line. I was waiting to get in line.
And let me just say, meeting George Takei was actually, I was really excited.
He's a super nice dude. He is
really nice. Oh man.
Like he didn't really say much, but you could tell he was really caring. Ooh, that was a tight turn. Yeah,
could have just died.
Yeah, he was a really caring person, and he just gave off this really cool air of like.
And what was really funny is, when we walked up, he was signing someone else's autograph.
And before we do this, Quintin today, to go along with my Waluigi cosplay, he was Bruce Lee from what movie? Enter the Dragon. That's what I thought. And so he's shirtless, and yeah,
I'm just shirtless. I have nunchucks. I have
he's kind
red
of buff
face
too.
paint everywhere, and then I have taekwondo pants on. But so as I walk up to get Takei's signature. And for those of you who don't know who George Takei is, Google it. It's Star Trek and
and gay rights activist,
pretty much,
because he's a gay man. And I'm only bringing this up because this is funny.
Yeah,
when it comes to Quintin saying.
But so I walk up, I'm shirtless, and he's about to sign the person in front of us. He's about to sign their autograph, And yesterday, me and Brett were talking about, we're like, yeah, when you meet George Takei, because one of the things he always says is he's like, oh my. And the second I walk up, that is the first thing he said to me. He was like,
his eyes popped and he's like, oh my, put a shirt on. You must be cold.
That made me so happy.
We called it.
The fact that he said that to me made me so.
And like we didn't have to goad it out of him. He was just, oh.
I know, and it was, and then me and him. Yeah, it was nice. And then after he got my signature, he's like, so are you a martial artist? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you're probably better than me, even though I'm an Asian American actor. And I'm like, thanks. Cool.
And he brought it up, not us.
Yeah, but I was really appreciative of meeting him. That was really nice.
Oh yeah, I didn't get anything signed by him, but I was glad. I'm not even a Star Trek guy. I'm not a Trekkie or anything.
I wasn't until a week ago,
yeah.
So I mean.
But I mean, I wouldn't say I've always liked the dude, but he has a cool voice. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was glad I got to see him.
Yeah. And then,
yeah, during the Capaldi line, they were just like, hey, he's going to be leaving in about, like, 20 minutes. Do you want to get in early? I'm like, yeah. So I actually got it signed 5 minutes before my time slot began.
I was going to say, because you said your time slot was at 3:30, but you texted me at, like, 2:20-something.
2:20-something?
Yeah. Sorry, 3:20-something.
Yeah, I just got in early. I was like, oh, sweet, awesome.
Yeah.
So I got that done, and it's a very nice picture.
But after I got the signature from Takei, I lined up to get another signature from Frank Miller after the 3 I had already gotten, because my father requested I get one more thing signed, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. You got me the ticket. And that line was long, so long.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. It took me like a good hour to
I
get
thought you were
it.
just chilling by like this bathroom area. No, that was the line.
Oh, that was the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the line.
That. And I will say, this is earlier on, when I was actually getting my Panty and Stocking Blu-ray thing signed, the voice actor for Stocking, quick refresher, depending on which order you watch this in or which order I put it out, Stocking is an angel in the series who just loves sweets. That's really her, that's not her whole personality, but it's like a big character trait for her. She just loves sugar and stuff. And the VA there, she was like...
VA stands for voice actor.
Not Virginia, according to Google. But yeah, the voice actor there was like, have some candy. And I was like, fuck yes, you're my favorite. And she point blank, and when I pull out the Panty and Stocking Blu-ray, she's like, can I write dirty things on this? I'm like, yes.
Wait, was that Stocking or?
That was Stocking.
Okay.
Yeah. Though Panty's voice actor, which you have an interesting story with that signing, and she was also pretty great. She's like, yep, I can write dirty things on here. I'm like, yep, yeah. You
Wait, did you ask her to do that?
No, she was just like, she saw Monica's, which is Stocking's voice actor, writing the dirty things on there. She's like, okay, I can do this.
What did she write? Can you say it?
Monica said, repent, motherfucker, which is part of one of the big lines of the show. And then Marchie, I forget her first name. Was it Jamie?
Yes.
Jamie Marchie, she wrote, she wrote fucking A. So I can't wait to see what Garterbell, aka Chris Sabat, will write on there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great. But then, yeah, what you need to tell the story about what you did.
So first of all, I would like
Marchie.
to add that after we were, after Takei and we dropped off all this stuff and Frank Miller's signatures,
kind of hung around a bit
we were
more.
just kind of sitting around because I had not eeten since breakfast, and it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Neither have I.
Neither of us had eaten since breakfast, and we were like, we are very hungry people. So we sat down and ate protein bars because that's all that I brought for food.
A single protein bar.
Pretty much. But so we did that. And then after we ate the protein bars, there was a High School DxD panel. And for those of you that don't know, High School DxD is the greatest anime in the history of ever.
For those of you who know about anime genres, it's an ecchi through and through. It's basically softcore porn.
It is like #1 ecchi. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm saying.
But yeah, so that was really nice. And I brought Brett to a DxD panel because he was like, I'll go if you want, and I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I thought it was going to be multiple voice actors with them like fighting in character.
That's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be the fans fighting each other. I seriously thought it was going to be
like a fan debate, which one's the best waifu.
That would actually be interesting.
That'd be horrifying.
Because the subreddit on that anime is very divided.
Yeah. As any anime subreddit for one anime is, when it involves multiple love interests.
Yes. But so we met her, and
And really, it would turn into a Jamie Marchi Q&A thing, which I was okay with, because I love her. She's great, now that I know, like, what she's done, and in general, she's a really cool person.
She also voices about plants at the Arboretum of Dallas, for those of you that don't know.
Apparently. For those of you who've been to the Arboretum and listened to the, I guess, intercom things in front of plants, you've heard Penny Anarchy's voice.
Yeah.
Have fun.
But, yeah, so we met her, and when I went to bring up the thing to get signed, my DVD cover came with an inner side, which is just a booty, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that signed.
Basically, one of the characters naked, but it doesn't show anything. It's just like...
It doesn't.
It's like a pin-up sort of deal.
So I got that signed, and it was worth it.
Basically, Quintin made Jessica Marchi sign her own ass.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Completely worth it.
I bet it was.
Yeah. So tomorrow we get to meet Jay and Silent Bob.
Which the only reason why I know about them is basically either through Quintin and also through the Clerks animated series.
Yep.
I haven't watched any of the movies at all. I only know about the Clerks animated series that was on Adult Swim.
And I'm going to meet a lot of people from Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
And then I have to do Stan Lee, which is going to be a fucking nightmare.
Yep. Well, and really all I have to do tomorrow is just chill out with Quintin, make sure he doesn't go fucking insane, which honestly I think he'll be doing more. Hopefully there'll be a Steven Universe cosplay group, because I'll probably pop in there for a group pick. That'd be cool. And just get my Panty and Stocking Blu-ray signed by the last title character. I'm good with that. That'd be it. You're just taking me to a bunch of panels too. I don't even have a bunch. We just have the one, right?
We have a couple tomorrow.
Okay.
I just have to check the schedule.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a couple things we're gonna do tomorrow.
And yeah, with that was day 2 of Comic-Con.
Yeah.
If you want to stick around, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
What a day.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's pretty good.
Holy shit. We have a story for you to end this part of the cast, but right now we're just going to save it a bit.
Yeah.
We're just going to let you know how the day went beforehand. We started the day off, an early day. We wanted to get Stan Lee's autograph. We already got his picture. Quintin wanted his autograph, or was it your dad?
My dad.
Yeah, Quintin's dad mainly wanted the autograph. And yeah, it was, we got there early, waited in line for a bit, and that was pretty much that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was cool seeing him, and it was awesome. Though the guys who were signing, the guys who saw your print before saying they had to sign it, they seemed kind of pissed, and I'm wondering why that is.
I think it's because they may have not asked to use Stan's likeness and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe.
So they may have just decided that they're gonna call him up or something.
Yeah, probably just send mafiosos over to his house, the Stan Lee Mafia, and just a bunch of old people, narcoleptic old people.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a lot of fun, but it was kind of diminished in my opinion because we saw him and got a picture with him, and I'm like, well, whatever, I saw him again. Yeah. And then pretty much the rest of the day we were just dicking around, looking. We already done all our major shopping.
Well, yeah. All we had left was we saw all the people from Dragon Ball Z. So we saw Sabat, and we saw who's Vegeta. We saw Shemel. Oh, I need
who's
navigation.
Goku.
Yeah, who's Goku, and we saw and I talked to McFarland, who's Roshi.
Mm-hmm. And then there was also a few other. Bulma was there too, who oddly enough also voiced Stocking from Panty and Stocking, which, like I kept saying last part, we were going to review it, and I think I am just going to put that out because I didn't really say Future Brett do anything with that. I just kind of put it out. Oh, another thing. I forgot to say this because I'm still starstruck at what happened not too long ago. But Future Brett, I'm going to have you put up like a bunch of like just all the swag we got from our Comic-Con.
I was actually thinking about that.
Yeah, being being cliche and stuff, no matter how lame it is, we're going to put it up on screen. So those of you watching on YouTube, which honestly is currently our only medium, and probably still going to be our only medium until we get it up on iTunes and stuff, we're going to be putting a slideshow of just all the stuff. And if it comes up in a topic, then I'll pop it up then. If not, it's just going to be like random pictures.
At After this street, you have to take a left.
Okay. And then, after Main? Because there's Main up there.
Yeah, it's after Main.
Oh, we're doing
It doesn't know where we are.
Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
after street after Main.
Okay, yeah. It's also our GPS is facing us the wrong way. Now it's something else.
There we go. Okay. It
Cool.
doesn't know where we are. Okay, whatever.
Well, we'll just turn.
But yeah, we went to see Decay again.
Yep, because we already mentioned him last time.
Because Duhan asked for a signature, and I was like, "Sure, I got you, man."
Yep.
So,
but his line was short anyway.
Yeah.
So, unlike some other lines, but yet again, that's part of the greater story.
Also, so I think yesterday we did mention how we were gonna meet Todd McFarlane.
I don't know if we actually did mention that.
Okay,
because we saw the comic last night.
Yeah,
and we decided.
Yeah, but so.
I'll say this. Last night, I have my dad's old comic collection.
Like really old.
Like really old. Well, 90s old, but
Still.
that's like 20 years. But yeah, it was. He went through.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get over without pissing off another Texas native. I say that as a native Ohioan. But yeah, where all of our roads are one lane and we have jack shit for road transport.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What the fuck was I saying with that? Oh yeah, yeah. So we were digging was Quintin and through my comic collection.
We are very tired today.
Yes, but I'm feeling hyped.
Yeah.
For yet again later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Quintin was digging through my comic collection, and despite the dirge of X-Men shit, he also found some Amalgam comics, which, for those of you who don't know, Amalgam comics were like a joint effort between Marvel and DC, where they combined characters. Like, you had stuff like Dark Claw, which is a combination Batman, Wolverine, Amazon, which was Storm and Wonder Woman put together, and so on and so forth. So he was you were pretty excited about those. There was a few covers, and he found out I had a Spider-Man issue, which was an issue number 1. You said?
Yeah. Well, it was the first relaunch of Spider-Man.
Okay, the first relaunch of Spider-Man, the cover by Todd McFarlane, who does the art for Spawn
and writes it.
And writes it for Image Comics.
Yes.
And apparently, this Spider-Man cover is just iconic. It is like if you search up iconic Spider-Man covers.
It's the second thing that comes up.
And Google is the second image on there.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. But I mean, I'd never got I got that it was famous, but I didn't really see how influential it was until I saw the derivatives. Like there was a Spider-Man cover. You got it on the highway? All right, you got it. Yep, they were kind enough to slow down, probably because they were afraid I was going to hit them.
Yeah.
All right, 35 north?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, so many derivatives on it. In fact, the Spawn cover, there was actually a Spawn cover that referenced it, which I thought was a fun meta joke by McFarlane. Yeah. Like meta reference, but yeah. So I had that. So we were going to get that signed by Todd McFarlane along with Quintin's Spawn number 1. And that line was hella long, and we were like, nah.
Well, the only reason it was so long is because we took so long in the Stanley line.
Yes, and we didn't spend a lot of time waiting for Stanley to sign our stuff. We were just getting there so early in line that we were at a front spot. So we spent time waiting, but not like waiting for other people to go. Like we were like the 4th or 5th person to go, or maybe like 10th. I don't know. Yeah. But we were still pretty close to the beginning. And then pretty much after that, we just dicked around. I got the rest of my Penny and Stocking Blu-ray signed. 420 something what?
429D.
429D. 420 something what? Yeah, 429D.
Yeah.
Gotcha, I'll remember that. But I just got the rest of my Penny and Stocking Blu-ray signed, which I actually got re-signed because I found out on the inside of the Blu-ray thing, it was like a reversible like cover, which it actually worked because it still had the name on the spine, which it was meant to be a reversible cover, which I thought was really cool.
It's gonna be after this.
Oh shit, that is right there. I didn't realize it was coming up so close. But yeah, luckily I had to repay for one of them, just one though, thankfully.
But the other one was like, I'll sign it for free.
Yeah, and she was like, and she was my favorite one too. She's Stocking, which wasn't my favorite character, but she's definitely one of my favorite people now.
Yeah.
And she was really cool about it. She didn't like rewrite the exact same words like I'd wanted, which I'm still fine because I still have the original autograph on the inside.
Yeah.
Which thankfully it was only 2 people, and there was also one other person. There's never mind, I'm not gonna spoil that. But there's like another character that I really liked in the series, and she was also there, which I didn't know until I was in line for Chris Sabat, who voiced Garter Belts in the series.
Because we Googled it, because I was like, hey, maybe we should look if they're here too.
Just in case.
Yeah.
And so other than that, it was a pretty good day for me. I spent fuck tons more money than I planned on.
Also, let me add, because you say our shopping was done, but while we were looking at comic books. You pulled out like $100 worth of comics and just set them there without even thinking.
Yeah, because I was looking for all the hip hop variants because they're like cracked to me, and yeah, I found a few that I really wanted, but there were like a few that I was like, and like really, I was just pulling them out just because like, okay, I'll get this one. I was thinking like I'll get them all, and then I added them up in my head. I'm like, fuck. Well, I put most of them back, and I had like 3 or 4. I got like a Silk one. I got an X-Men one. X-Men. I wasn't really too big of a fan of that one, but I figured like, hey, it's X-Men. It's literally in my blood, and I'm like, okay, fine. And there were like a few other ones that were really cool, but I got those. And yeah, and then you pretty much just got another Batman thing for your dad, who wanted that X-ray Batman thing. Which, yeah. Speaking of which, future Brett, just line up the hip hop covers that I got from the previous Haven and the X-ray Batman thing, which we got 2 of, so we really need 1 picture. Yeah. So awesome. Like I said, I'm trying to plan this shit out like right now.
It's perfect time while we're on the podcast.
I re-listen to this shit anyway. That's how I spend my editing day whenever I have it off.
I've yet to actually listen to one of our own podcasts.
Yeah, well, I don't listen to it on YouTube most of the time. There are a few moments I go back and listen to, like the percentage rain bullshit that you put yourself through.
Okay, but so the last thing that we did was we were waiting in line for a photo op with Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith, who play Jay and Silent Bob in the Clerks movies. And
the spin-offs that are just about Jay and
Silent Bob and Mallrats and Chasing Amy and Dogma.
By the way, I've never seen those personally, but I really want to now.
You're going to.
Oh, I am hyped to see all those movies.
So we were waiting in line, and the photo op that we had was supposed to be at 3 o'clock.
3:45.
3:45, but we had to line up at 3 o'clock.
We queued up at 2:30 just to be like, okay, we're gonna get an early seating.
Yeah. But so as we're waiting, the people come out and they're like, okay, they're 30 minutes late, so we're going to have to postpone a little bit. But everyone stayed waiting because we all wanted to get the picture done early.
Well, we paid for it, so you paid for it.
Yeah, but so as we're waiting, what was it? As we're waiting, it turns and we are just waiting for forever. We're waiting.
Yes, so like by the time we got our pictures, it was like
about 6:30.
Yeah, 6 o'clock, 6:30. And I'm not gonna lie, I was tired. I wanted to go home. Like I didn't want to leave because obviously the picture's there, and I was just like, okay, I'll just deal with it. I wasn't the happiest, but I was like, I'll fucking deal with it, whatever. I'll see these movies anyway. This photo is gonna be really cool in retrospect once I actually see the movies.
Considering now, it's gonna be goddamn cool.
Oh, it's gonna be glorious. And then we got the pictures, zoom out of there, whatever, stopped by my car. I fucked up not getting water.
Thanks.
But I brought the charger though, so my phone wasn't dead.
But then after we took the pictures, I got tickets to go see a live recording of the Jay and Silent Bob Get Old podcast, which is like one of Kevin Smith's main podcasts that he releases. He records it every week. And I was like, well, it'd be fun to go watch that because I think Kevin Smith's a really funny person. Jason Mewes is a really funny person. And I was like, sure, why not? So I got the tickets, and what I think is funny is I didn't get those tickets until 2 nights ago on a whim. I was like,
like during, like when you were staying at my house, like you popped in and I was like, hey, can you print these? And
pretty much,
yeah, and I'm like, oh, wait till later. You said we could wait till later too, but we did, and actually we didn't even print them out until last night.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so I was like, hey, let's go to this podcast, and Brett's like, sure, let's go. So I get the tickets, and we're gonna.
And honestly, I was on the fence about it. I was like, I might enjoy it.
So we go to the podcast, and I could tell just from the get-go you were enjoying yourself.
Oh no, I was because
laughing. I said,
they were great.
They are so funny.
Like I went in skeptical. I'm like, I'm tired. I just want to get this over with.
I could tell that's how you went in just by looking at you, and after the photo op stuff, you looked tired. You looked pissed, and I was like, okay, don't worry, this will be good. And I'm like, and so we sit down, we're waiting, and so they did their podcast. I think they upload theirs somewhere. I don't know where, but
I'm sure if it's like an actual like legit podcast,
find it and listen to it. Because it's actually really good. They do like a whole like
30 minutes of pre-show stuff, which I thought was part of the podcast. Wasn't.
No,
it was just them talking.
Everything was recorded.
No, I'm saying like it wasn't an official part of the podcast.
It was pretty good. It was going to see that. That was actually a lot. Also, we need to go see them when they come in Denton.
Oh yeah.
When they come to Denton, we're gonna have to go see them. But man, so as the podcast progressed, they're just telling stories back and forth, and I'm like, this is pretty good. And then the ending happened. Now.
Oh, yeah.
So the ending of the podcast, they're like, okay, we're gonna get three people from the audience, and there's a game called Let Us Fuck, if I'm correct, is what it's called. I can't
something
remember.
like that. It's basically like it's an improv deal, but it's all visual too. So I don't know, if you're listening to an audio version of this, probably won't get a whole lot of it. But
Well, audio version of this is fine. Audio version
I meant of theirs.
Yeah.
I meant by this, I meant their podcast. But
so they're like, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get 3 volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I cosplayed as the Day Man from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I'm going to get a picture of that because I can just put it up on screen now. Blinding yellow jumpsuit.
Jacket.
Yeah, and honestly, like, throughout the rest of the day, nobody knew who you fucking were except for like maybe 3 people.
Yeah, some people commented, but I never got anyone like, oh, hey, you're Day Man. Well, I got a couple people say, oh, hey, you're Day Man.
Or they just said it from a distance. Day Man.
But I got a lot of people who were like, damn, you yellow, son. And I'm like, yes, I am. But so I'm like, okay.
On a tangent, you could really just get a yellow hat, and I could just dress up as Curious George, and we'd be good.
Oh my God. But so they're like, okay, we need to look for volunteers. So I'm like, I'm very bright. So I stand up and I'm like screaming, and Brett stands up next to me.
Yeah, because I'm like, Quintin's like, okay, well, I'm my first thought was like, hey, I want to try to get on there too. And I'm like, wait a minute, he's yellow.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw attention to him.
So they pick 2 people from the
like pretty much other side.
Right side. Also, let me add, we were in like the left from where they were facing. We were in the left side, right about in the middle.
Yeah. So we were pretty close to the stage. No, we weren't too far away, but we weren't exactly.
Yeah, we were in the
right
front
there.
section, in the middle of the front section on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm standing up, screaming and waving my cane, and I get picked. And I'm like, he did not just fucking pick me.
And I'm like, holy shit. And this asshole leaves behind his props. He leaves behind his hat.
That's because I was panicking on the inside. I was like, holy fuck, I just got picked.
Yeah, so he saunters up stage, and some dude turns around and is like, dude, he forgot his hat and cane. You should probably bring it down. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna try.
Wait, someone actually said that?
Yeah,
too?
no,
that is
I didn't even think about it. Like, he forgot his cane and hat. You should probably get it. And I'm like, yeah, I probably should actually. Because I was thinking in my head, like, he can use this as a prop to shove his Jason Mewes asshole. But
yeah, so we forgot to explain the game. The game that they were doing was
Let Us Fuck,
which, well, we already said that. But what happened was Jason Mewes would simulate a sex position.
And they give it like the most absurd names
with
possible.
a guess. One of them was, I think,
Ewok Cock Block.
Yeah, Ewok Cock Block.
And they tend to rhyme too.
Yeah, but Kevin Smith was like, anyone want to do some self-humiliation? I'm like, damn straight I will. And so I get picked, and I'm just standing up there, and I'm like, holy fuck.
This is happening.
Because there's one guy cosplaying as some either character that I don't know.
Blank Man.
One person next to me
is Lady Thor.
Cosplaying as Lady Thor, and then I'm in this bright fucking yellow suit.
You just really stood out, yeah.
So I'm kind of I'm like 2 feet away from Kevin Smith having a heart attack, and I'm just like, oh my God.
I was like having like a panic attack for you. I'm like, you look surprisingly calm up there.
I was freaking out on the inside.
Yeah.
But so I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, well, and so each person that got brought up got to talk a little bit. So the 2 people in front of me talked, and then I get brought up, and then after they talked, they went to the side and made up their sex
Before
position.
this, I need to tell you how I got the cane up there, because I'm like, okay, I need to get up here, I need to get it to him without being like the asshole friend who's like, hey, you forgot this!
Yeah.
And I didn't want to like draw too much attention to yourself, because this is your moment.
Yeah.
So I like squatted down, I'm like, and like Quinn and I are like looking at each other like, no, yes, bring it up here. I'm like, okay, fine. And so I just squat down, I'm just like, I'm not crawling, but I'm like doing a crouch walk.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, hoping they don't notice me, and I just give it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are means I had it in your mind where I was thinking like you were thinking like this guy is an asshole. Like what the fuck is he doing?
No, I knew you were gonna bring this stuff up to me, but I was like, should I get this stuff? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll get this.
You just may as well get it out of the way.
But so yeah, so I'm standing there on stage and I'm talking to Kevin Smith in a conversation, and I'm just like, holy fuck, this is, and I'm just freaking out. And he's just like, yeah, so what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm a martial arts instructor. And he's like, you fucking serious? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, can you kick high? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, can you kick high in those pants? And no, because these pants are very thin, and if I kicked high in these pants, they would rip.
Quintin, by the normal definition of kicking high, that was kicking high.
That was nothing. But so I'm sitting there, and he's like, can you kick shit out of my hand? And I'm like, yeah. So he grabs a Red Bull can and he's like, okay, you're gonna kick this out of my hand right now. And I'm like, cool. And
doing the shit.
So I take off my jacket, take off my hat, take off my shoes, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. So I'm jumping, and he's like, how high do you want me to hold it? And I'm like, right about here.
He's holding it at about like chest level.
He was holding it like solar plex level.
Yeah, okay.
And I brought it up to, I'd say about chin, shoulder high, somewhere around there. And I sit there and I'm like, okay. And I practice one thing, and the kick that I was doing involved spinning. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you weren't trying to show off. You were just like getting ready.
Yeah, so I spin once and like practice, and he's like, holy shit, you're gonna spin? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. And I kind of shake out a little bit because I hadn't done anything in 3 days. I'm shaking out my arms and legs.
Yeah, because you've been locked in my room.
And then I just jump, boom, and because I didn't want to kick hard because I didn't want to miss and hit him in the face. So I just kind of tap the can, make it fall out of his hand, and I'm like, that just happened. And he's just like, holy shit. And I'm like, it's pretty, I'm as excited as you are. You have no idea. But he's like, okay. And he's like, now we're gonna do, and then the lady Thor showed her sex position, I think.
I think it was poking the brown hole at the cotton bowl.
Yes. And then he's like, okay, what we're gonna do now is, what was mine called? I can't even remember.
It was the Roundhouse and the Brown House.
Yeah, that's what it was. Roundhouse and the Brown House. So me and Jason Mewes go off to the side, and he's like, okay, what you're gonna do? And he explains to me what I'm gonna do.
So this was like all him?
Yeah, that was all him.
I figured
Are you
that.
serious?
Yeah.
And Kevin Smith just sitting up there talking or whatever. And then me and Jay go back up, and I'm like, okay. So what we start out doing is he goes into the crane stance from the end of Karate Kid. And I'm sitting there and I'm kind of like doing hand motions or whatever.
Like the stereotypical
And
stuff.
I do a fake kick to the face. He falls over. I then pull down figuratively pull down his pants, spin around, stick my toe in his asshole multiple times. Then I reach back and just skadoosh right into his butt.
Just power thrust.
Which is what he said. He was like, you need to power thrust that shit. And I'm like, I got you, man. And so I do that. And then it's over, and he's like, it was awesome. And I'm like, yes, it was. I didn't have the stuff that I'm saying that I said I didn't say just because on the inside I was like, yes, I was, but I'm trying to be reserved when I'm talking to
no,
him.
you came off that way. By the way, for those of you who actually want to see this shit, I'm going to be uploading this. Like, I caught it all on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to be, and I'm not going to, like, I was saying I was going to splice it into the episode. I'm not. I'm just going to upload it as a separate video.
That sounds good.
Yeah, because that way it doesn't, like, come off weird. Like, you're explaining it, and then we show the video. It's just, if you want to see it, it's right there.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. I think that was the best experience of Comic-Con for me so far.
Oh, that was just as an observer, that was awesome.
That was pretty nice. Yeah.
Like, even if I was just a perfect stranger, and perfect strangers came up to you after this. And
yes. A lot of people walked up and they were like, "Can I take a picture?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "That was fucking awesome, man." They give me high fives, and I'm like, "Yeah."
And on that note, Quintin and I were running a contest to see who had the most pictures by the end of this. Before the podcast.
Before this episode.
Yeah, before this episode. I'm talking before the Kevin Smith podcast.
Yeah.
Before that, we were running 5-2 in favor of me.
Yeah, because he had.
And this is both days.
Yeah, because he had 4 pictures as Waluigi, 1 as Steven Universe. Yeah. I had 2 as Dayman, but actually,
and one of them was a pair, like with both of us.
Was a pair, yeah. But so then, actually, we were running 5-4 because when we were waiting in line, I went to the bathroom. 2 people asked me for pictures when I was walking out, so I was like, "Yeah, sure, that works with me." So I took pictures with them.
So it was pretty close.
Yeah.
But I think just by how awesome this was, and the fact that everybody was probably fucking filming this shit.
I could count like 6 cameras just in the front, just sitting there filming.
Yeah, you win by default.
Yeah, that was. So yeah, that was pretty good.
That was amazing. That wasn't just pretty good. That was fan-fucking-tastic.
So now after talking about that, my question to you is,
The viewers.
You.
Okay.
But so my question to you is, what did you think of your first 3-day Comic-Con? Because this is my first 3-day Comic-Con too. This is the first time I've ever gone Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, I would say, like, I'm gonna be completely honest here. First day, pretty cool. Just I got shopping done, all that. Second day, still pretty cool. Got some signatures, met some cool people. That Q&A with Marchie, awesome.
Yeah.
Third day, I was like, okay, I just want to get this done. But just by the ending, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, I probably won't do 3 days again. but
we're doing
I've
3
had a
days
blast.
next year.
Okay, maybe.
There's no option.
We'll just have to do
3 days
something
next year.
else because I need to like get more sleep. There's a few things we need to change.
That's
but
why
I will
we
do
need
it.
to not review anime when
Yeah.
we freaking do podcasts. Because, yeah, it's a really bad idea. Stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning, then wake up at 7 and not get back until like 10.
It was the full con experience.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll do it again. But yeah, I need to prepare myself.
Yeah.
It was fun, but tiring, and that ending sealed the deal for me.
That was pretty nice. But so yeah, I think it was good, but I just think we should not review anime next time.
Yeah.
That's the only problem that I have, because I was so tired the whole time.
Oh yeah.
'Cause we did not get a lot of sleep.
Yeah, next time I'll be better prepared.
Next time
Just
we
in
won't review
general.
fucking anime.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, we could review it, but not like watch it.
We're not watching that shit nighttime. No.
No, I'm saying we could watch it before the con. We'll review it.
Yeah, I know.
We can do that.
Oh man, yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. Yep.
And hopefully we gave enough time to get through all the swag. It depends on how quick I actually go through it.
Also, I was gonna say, I think we don't even need to ask what our favorite part of the thing
Oh
was.
God, no. That was by far, that was legendary for us.
Yeah. That was pretty nice. That was. Damn it! I should have plugged our podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, whatever. I think it stands out better just by you being a random dude who kicks a can out of Kevin Smith's hand.
That works for me. But yeah, that was like, I'm still in shock right now.
Yeah,
I'm kind of freaking out because that was interesting. Oh damn.
And I think on that note, I think we should just end it here because that's it.
Well, is there anything else we can talk about? I don't know, because
other than fucking merch.
Yeah, because the pictures will be up for the merch, so
yeah.
I mean, we're good there.
We'll be flipping through that, and if for whatever reason this has to leak into like part 2 with our merch, where we start bringing it up, you'll know why. Because part 3 me was like, hey, we need to do a slideshow. So yeah, that was Comic-Con.
That was pretty fun. You ready for October? October we're just doing 1 day, so
as ready as I will ever be.
But yeah, that was a pretty good con. That was interesting.
What a ride.
Just a little bit. Okay, I think we're good.
Yep.
I can do it.
Yep. All right, guys. That was Comic-Con. This is Drafthouse Drive, and we'll see you guys at the next feature.
Yeah.